Hello friends, welcome back to another round of my sports predictions. Today is the 20th of June, so as I always do, let's cover the previous round that we got. I have to admit this was actually the hardest round I have ever done because I usually make 14 games in total. I only show you 5 games, random 5 games, but for myself I always do 14 games and I always get a minimum of 10 out of 14 right. And this time I got, I believe, 9 or 8. So this is the first time in many months that I have actually done a lower than my usual average. This will be reflected because, for example, the first game was Paris Saint-Germain against Atletico Madrid. I told you that Paris could win the game. That's exactly what they did. But I also went for the safest bet and I went for more than one goal. That's what we got. The next game was Palmeiras Porto. This game was also promising for a more than one goal, but on a very disappointing game, neither of these two teams actually scored. So we got 0-0, so basically a tie. The next game was Botafogo Seattle. I told you this was a very clear and easy win for Botafogo. That was indeed what happened. Finally, we got Columbus Vancouver. I believe that Vancouver could either win or tie, and Columbus actually ended up winning. And the other game, very, very similar. Chicago, Nashville. I told you that Chicago could win or tie, but Nashville won the game. So both of these two last games, I was pretty sure that there were going to be ties, but for some reason, again, this was the hardest round of sports predictions ever. So lots of anomalies in this past weekend. So let's hope that this next round is not as bad. So the first game we got River Plate against Monterrey. This is again from the FIFA World Club Cup. So we got River Plate winning the game. Let me show you why. So if you go to the stats, you'll see right now that River Plate is a favorite, very clear. They have a slightly better performance in the last 5 games compared to Monterrey. But yeah, obviously the Argentinian league is much more with much more quality than the Mexican league. So I do believe that Monterrey really has little chance. I mean, they scored a draw against Inter, but River Plate has been winning. In fact, in this World Cup, it doesn't look that good. Hasn't even really played against a major team like Monterrey. Yeah, I believe it will be very difficult for Monterrey to win. Another easy bet could be more than one goal. Let's actually change that because there's a possibility of maybe a tie. So I go for more than one goal on River Plate. The next game is Salzburg Al Hilal. So I don't know these two teams, but I believe Al Hilal can win or tie the game. Okay, now let's take a look at the stats. So apparently I believe Al Hilal is from Saudi Arabia or something like that. It's obviously an Arab country. And they are the favorites, surprisingly. Salzburg, even though it's from Europe, it's, look at this World Cup, Club World Cup. It's showing many funny things with the odds. Botafogo in the Paris game, they were 9. I mean, that was an amazing odd. But yeah, let's just go back and you can see right now Salzburg has, it's kind of equal the performance because Al Hilal basically has only tied and they tied against Real Madrid, which is very surprising. But Salzburg is basically the leader of this group. It's it's only been one game, so this doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, I believe that Hilal can win. They have a very good performance in their own league. And if they cannot, they will go for a draw. Okay, so that's what I believe it will happen. The next game is Atletico Madrid against Botafogo. So Botafogo right now is the strongest team so far in the championship. Okay, they recently defeated Paris Saint-Germain. They're undefeated. They are looking really, really strong. Atletico Madrid is not that good. They lost against Paris Saint-Germain, so you can also notice what kind of level Botafogo is playing at. So yeah, I believe Botafogo can win the game. This could be another win for Botafogo. It will be another South American team that defeats Europe. The next game is from the Gold Cup. I believe Mexico can win against Costa Rica. Let's take a look at the stats. Okay, so Mexico is not really playing that good. Okay, Costa Rica is playing actually better. I believe this can see more than one goal. This could be another easy bet, I believe. But yeah, Mexico, I believe they have a very strong historical dominance over Costa Rica. Okay, I really don't see a chance of a tie, but I do see more than one goal. But let's just go for Mexico, okay? So the final game is Real Oviedo against Mirandés, and for this game, I believe we can see more than one goal. It's going to be a very tight game because I actually had mixed signals for this game. So if you take a look at the stats, you can see Real Oviedo is a clear favorite by far. The performance is better for Mirandés, however, because they have no defeats in the last 5 games and Oviedo lost against Mirandés. So this is the second game. I believe it's for the promotion, the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting what happens. If I were to say, I believe Real Oviedo can win, but it's going to see more than one goal. So that's why I go for the easy pick. So there you have it, my friends, all the 5 games that I have for this weekend, as I always do. I'll update these games next week. I'll give you more games, and just follow me, check on my social media, follow my Twitter account. You guys know, like, share, and subscribe. Keep supporting this, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.